Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. Today we're playing Eggs Tron, a deck that relies on Foundry Inspector to make artifacts cost less to cast, and then we basically storm off, casting things like Chromatic Star and Conjurer's Bauble for free. With two Foundry Inspectors in play, we can play Ichor Wellspring and Energy Refractor for free. Then we can build up a lot of Storm for Weather the Storm or Scattershot, and eventually kill our opponent with Jace's Erasure by looping Conjurer's Bauble with an empty deck. In the sideboard, we've got things like Breath Weapon, Scattershot, Seal of Doom, Ancient Grudge, Nature's Claim. These cards we can fetch up with our Mystical Teachings, and then Fanged Marauder goes over the top of people. We have Nile's Spellbomb for graveyard decks and Golem Foundry to beat down if that is the plan. If you want sideboard guides for this deck, that's on patreon.com/kalikaiz, and if you like early access to videos, that's on the YouTube membership page. You can always check out cardmarket.com to get these if you're in Europe, and make sure to like and subscribe and let me know what you thought about the deck. Haven't played this in a while, and I got the itch to combo with some Tron involved, so we'll go ahead and get in there. Round one, here we go. Our opponent's on the 61 card special, you gotta love it. Let's keep this. If we find another Tron land off of the Candy Trail, we are super golden. We'll go land, Candy Trail. Yeah, there we go. Top. So we'll go land, map. Drawswords Bridge could be Affinity, could be Rakdos Affinity, could be Madness Burn. Play the two maps. We'll probably discard Polluted Mire or the Teachings. Probably the Mire if we're gonna discard to a Refurbished. Which, they have two lands, they got it refurbished. Okay. They're on Madness Burn. We draw the Wellspring, crack this, or a Mine, play the Mine. We'll draw, finding a Deadly Dispute. So we can crack the map for the Grotto, play Foundry Inspector, or just Grotto into Wellspring Deadly Dispute, then try to get Teachings into Weather for a big turn later on. They get in for 2. Boulder and Epicure puts us to 18, and they're passing. They considered doing something there. Okay, so we found a Refractor, meaning I just map for a tower, play the tower, play the Foundry Inspector. Then we'll go Wellspring, draw a card, and Refractor, draw a card. And then I think it makes sense to Deadly Dispute the Wellspring in case we draw into more 1-drops. We draw more Refractors, so there's a Chromatic Star. But maybe we just play... Maybe we play the Wellspring here. Yeah, I'll play the Wellspring. I was thinking about, should I play this stuff right now, or should I try to hold it for Storm? I think it's better to just get my mana advantage while I can, I guess. Because I feel like this is going to die. Let's put the Deadly Dispute back in the deck. Crop rotation. Okay. They looting. We've got Fiery Temper, Alms of the Vein. Okay, we take 3 from the Alms and 3 from the Fiery Temper. Never mind. They kill the Inspector. Plays a Carnarium, picking up a land. Getting in for 3, we'll go to 12. Do I have enough mana to do what I want to do? Let's start with black. And then we will Grim Search the Wellspring. There's another Inspector. Bargain away this Wellspring, so we draw a card off that. Then we see another 4 cards, which we don't have to take all of them. I'll take Deadly Dispute, Wellspring. We play out the Inspector. Play Chromatic Star. Play Plant. We'll go tap this, make a green, crop this, Power Plant. Grabbing another tower. Play a Bauble. Bauble back a Bauble. We want to keep those in the deck. And then we go blue. Teachings, get the Weather, cast a Weather, we'll gain 21 life. Zoom, love it. That was turn 5. We have lots of mana, we have lots of life. 31. I guess 31's not huge. We can just Teachings for the Frantic Salvage. Get both of our Inspectors on the battlefield and draw a bunch of cards for free. They Vampire's Kiss us to 29. Demand Answers, sacrificing something. I think a blood token. Getting for 3, we'll go to 26. Play the Wellspring, draw a card. Make black. Deadly Dispute on the Wellspring. We might draw into the Frantic Salvage. We find a Scattershot, doesn't really do very much. Play a bauble. Play a refractor, draw a card. Refractor, draw a card. I'll play blue. Just get the Jace's Erasure onto the table. Play land. Refractor again. And then we'll target them. This just makes it a little bit easier for me, basically. Now, all of our extra energy refractors, we have our extra energy refractors in play, and we can actually just deadly dispute them away. They've already done their job. A Faithless Looting. Discarding 6 more damage here from Alms of the Vein and Fiery Temper. We go to 23, and then 20. Then our opponent will attack us to 17. We can drawing 1 for turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards we're going to look at. Potentially 9 with a Polluted Mire. That's almost half the remaining deck. We're at 17, and we go to 14. Plus we can just bauble another bauble back. We will mill you. And bauble a bauble for another free draw. There's the salvage. Okay, so we'll go land, white, salvage everything. Maybe not the Candy Trail. Wellspring, bauble, inspector, star, wellspring, star, inspector, wellspring, bauble. And then we'll put the 2 drops on the bottom. Inspectors on the top. And then the baubles. We'll say yes, play Foundry Inspector. Play Chromatic Star for 0. Crack it for black. Say yes again. Play a Foundry Inspector for 0. Deadly Dispute an extra refractor. Mill them a bit. We'll go bauble and a bauble. Bauble back the salvage. Mill you. Bauble back the bauble, mill you. They're at 32 in library. Play a star, another star. Crack this star for black. Then we get to draw the 2 Wellsprings. Wellspring, draw a card. Wellspring, draw a card. Our storm count is high. Wellspring, draw a card again. This is awesome. Double Grim Search, so we bargain away the Wellspring. Draw a card, mill you. I'm loving this. It's just so much fun. And there's the Weather the Storm. Okay, perfect. Let's take Deadly Dispute and Wellspring. The Wellspring is a free redraw. Mill you. Mill you some more. Play the Wellspring, draw a card. Okay, mill you. We'll crack this for black on the Chromatic Star. I have to not run out of enough mana to cast the Weather Storm. Mill you. Play the Candy Trail. Let's see what our scry shows us. Can yield to that. Double land. We'll bottom the lands. Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. Mill you and draw some cards. So much fun. Okay, mill. And let's play another Candy Trail, because our Weather Storm's going to be bonkers. Okay, bottom the power plant. I'll top the other Weather Storm. I assume they just concede to the weather, to be honest. Let's Deadly Dispute on the Wellspring. Draw. We can also crop away one of these mines, because we know we have another mine and power plant in the bottom of the deck. Okay, green, crop this. I don't think there's any towers left. There might be, though. No, there's no towers left. So we'll get a power plant. We have 4 mana. Play the bauble back, another bauble over here. Draw a card. Play Expedition Map. Let's just go ahead and gain some life and draw a card with the Candy Trail. Mill you. Could not get enough mana to double weather, but I think that weathering for 23 is enough at this point. Zoom. F6. Yeah. I don't know. It's a lot of life. I'm just passing. And this is the power of the colorless storm deck. They do not scoop. Okay. That's fair. They're going to discard a card. And it's an Alms of the Vein, putting them to 33 life, me down to 81. They don't cast it. What are they looking for? Bajuka Bog? Oh, they wanted to put triple Snacker into play. That's fine. I had no idea they had so many Snackers in the graveyard, but it does make sense that that was the case. I feel like you should have probably cast the Alms. I'm just looking for more ways to take out my Foundry Inspectors. Does not matter. Doesn't matter. Kill them all. You have 11 cards left. 0 cards in hand. Attacks in for 4. Okay. Luckily, we drew... we'll go white. Frantic Salvage. Inspector, Inspector, and everything else. Planning to bin the candy trails. Okay. So we'll put Wellsprings on the bottom. Then Chromatic Star, Chromatic Star, Chromatic Star. And Refractor, Bauble. Candy Trail, and then double Inspector. Play the Inspector. Then we go land, Grim Search on the Wellspring. Milieu. We'll take the Bauble and the Refractor. Milieu 2. Lay out the Inspector, and then just start drawing cards and milling my opponent. Play the Bauble, play the Chromatic Star, Bauble back the Salvage, play another Chromatic Star. Might as well crack it for green, right? Milieu, crack it for black. Milieu again, they go to 3, 2 in library, 1 in library now, and 0 in library, and I F6. And we win. Oh, they said... Yep. They said they like the deck. Surprised they haven't seen it before. We'll bring in the Marauders. And then we have to bring in the Grudge and the Nature's Claim. I still think that Jace's Erasure is our best win condition. Don't think we need the Scatter Shots. We can maybe cut on... So we need to make a couple of more cuts. Teachings we can cut. Foundry Inspector. And then we can cut a Refractor or a Grim Search. Sort of depends. I think I'll cut a Refractor. Submit. This hand I think we can't keep, even though it looks decent. Here, this hand looks a lot better. Let's keep. And I guess we get rid of the Marauder for now. They ping us on their first turn. Let's play Chromatic Star. Then we can go Bauble Bauble. Jagged Barons again, putting me to 18. Tower into Candy Trail, I like that. Wow, we just found it. So we'll bottom one power plant, top the other. And then just put a Bauble into play. Pass the turn. They could smash the Smithereens on the Candy Trail. Or the Bauble, but that wouldn't work very well. They Faithless Looting. Double Kitchen Imp. So that'd be a reason to have removal spells still in the deck. I just feel like... I know that they have the power, but I think I will eventually just have so much life gain it won't matter. We go to 14. Power Plant. Draw a card. Play Energy Refractor. Draw a card. And then we'll just go black. Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star. Draw 3 cards. Okay. We found the Fangren Marauder, so we should just hang out. Next turn we play Fangren Marauder. We go Bauble Bauble. Gain a billion life. They Faithless Looting. Alms of the Vein, so that will put me to 14. And then 10. 14 here, 10 off the attacks. And they have a red mana for a Voldaren Epicure, putting me to 9. But we're about to gain a lot of life. Land. We make 8 mana. Green. Play Fangren Marauder. Then we Bauble back the Deadly Dispute. Yield to the Marauder trigger. We'll go Expedition Map. Then Deadly Dispute the Expedition Map. Gaining 5 life. Deadly Dispute the map. Gain 5 life. Play the Power Plant. Oh no, I already played a land this turn. So I suppose I just gain some more life. Cast Weather Storm. I'm a life gain machine. At the moment I don't have anything to target with my Grim Searches, so I kind of have to use the Expedition Map for that. So we'd go make 5 mana with Tower Power Plant, and then Grim Search away the Expedition Map. Grab the prize plus Alms of the Vein, so that's a 5-point swing. Now they have 4, 5, 6, 7 power on the table. I am going to attack with the Fangren Marauder because that could be a win condition, although not probably that likely. Play map. Then we make black mana and Grim Search away the map. I'm looking to mill myself pretty quickly here, so let's see. Just take Dispute and Grim Search, actually. Play Bauble, and then Bauble back to Bauble. Play another one. And we'll bobble back to bobble again. I'm keeping only one bobble in the graveyard because I'm afraid that they will have a way to get rid of my graveyard with a Nile Spell Bomb or something like that. Draw a card. So here I think I Grim Search. Bargain away. We're going to add black. Geez, what did I do? Cast with bargain. Make black. Bargain away the Wellspring. We find a map and then don't want any of this stuff, so I'm not taking it. Another 2 cards drawn. Gonna attack for 5 and pass. We do have our 4th tower here. This Polluted Mire is no longer fetchable with the expedition map, so we can just keep cracking the maps. Maybe the problem is that we only have 1 refractor in play, so if they kill the refractor, it'd be a big problem for me. I want to be cognizant of that. They go Kitchen Imp, Alms of the Vein. Off of a Faithless Looting. I got a 45. We're just spinning our wheels, both of us. Plays a Voldaren Epicure. We're at 44. They're attacking in. You got it. Okay, let's play the Chromatic Star. Crack that for black. Gain up to 40. Play another Chromatic Star. Crack that one for black. We're at 45. Play the Expedition map. Deadly Dispute it. We're at 50. Found an Ancient Grudge. Let's just Grim Search on the Treasure token. Go to 55. I'll take the Wellspring and the Refractor. Play out the Wellspring, draw a card. Play the Tower. Play another Wellspring. Play another Refractor. We're out of any card draw now, though. Found a Weather Storm. Okay, I'll just attack. We have to discard. I will discard the Swamp. I think I would rather have played the Surveil land here than the Crystal Grotto. Our opponent lootings. I sort of wonder if they brought in Pyroblast specifically for my win condition. What do they discard? No mana spells. They discard Drawsforge Bridge, Vampire's Kiss. I guess they're working up to a double Galvanic. The Galvanic on the Marauder, Lightning Bolt on the Marauder. Okay. We're getting in. So I think I'll go Grotto, crop the Grotto in response to the trigger. Play the Grotto. Make green. Crop the Grotto. Grabbing a plant. Then we get the Scry. Refractor on the bottom. Play Canny Trail. Star Erasure. I don't think I'm ready for the Erasure right now. I'll take the Star. Crack this. Draw a card. Play Chromatic Star. I'm going to play it for red here, actually. I can Ancient Grudge my things. And I found the Fangren Marauder. Play the Marauder. Let's grudge the Wellspring. Draw a card. Go to 51. Play Bobble. Then Bobble back to Bobble. Do it again. Okay, Bobble in the Bobble. Draw a card. Foundry Inspector. Okay, we pass. 61 life. I only have to get to the bottom 13 cards in my deck. They grab the prize, discarding I grab the prize. We're at 59. So far, they've used only 1 Galvanic. They get in for a lot. I'll take it. We go to 49. And they pass. So I'll go Foundry Inspector first. Cast a Candy Trail for 0 mana. They crack a Blood, which is fine. Then they're going to Fiery Temper my Inspector. Okay. So we're gaining 10 life there. It only costs us 2 mana to gain 10 life. And it costs them a card. Scry. We're looking for... Okay, Deadly Dispute Salvage is good. Top. Draw a card. Make black. Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. I guess we could just respond. Let's see. We have the salvage now. I'm just going to draw the cards. So we'll make white, salvage, get back 1 Inspector, and then Star, Wellspring, Star, Wellspring, Bobble, Wellspring. But the Wellspring's on the bottom. So we are going to be drawing the Foundry Inspector, and then we're going to make a bunch of colored sources with the Chromatic Stars. Or colored mana, while we chain. Play the Inspector. Play the Wellspring. and then we draw a card. Play Conjures Bauble. Bauble returns the salvage. We play a Chromatic Star, make green, draw a card. Play the Power Plant, play the Chromatic Star, make blue, I guess. Draw a card. I might have used all my Deadly Disputes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one Deadly Dispute left in the deck. Make black. We draw a card. Play the Chromatic Star. Make black again. Draw a card. We're at 97 life. Wellspring. Drawing cards. Another Wellspring. Use the black mana. Draw a card. Another Wellspring. Bauble. Get back the Conjures Bauble. And Weather the Storm. We'll just go ahead and attack. I'm sort of surprised that they have not conceded yet, but it's totally cool. Get in for 5. They might as well just not attack and see if I deck. They discarded Great Furnace to a Blood. Grab the prize, discarding a Bridge. Plays a Great Furnace, 2 cards in hand. Do they have the Spell Bomb? They Lightning Bolt the Inspector. We go to 168. Okay. Play Candy Trail. We want to use the 3 mana here so I can just crack it. I will top both of these, I guess. Draw a card. Play the Energy Refractor and draw a card. And then we'll just cast the Deadly Dispute off that we saw. Doink. Draw some cards. That's the Erasure. So I have to have Pyro in hand. We'll make blue. Cast the Erasure. Play the Bauble. We have 2 cards left. So we can Bauble back the Inspector. And then Bauble. Getting back the Bauble. Bauble again. Getting back the Bauble again. And now we just play the Inspector. Play mine. We'll go green. Grudge our own Wellspring. Draw a card. And then just start the Bauble looping. So that is the game. We're currently at 9:26 on clock. We have to deal 26 mil. So it's going to be a while. You want to hold the yes key here. 23 cards left. I'm just going to let this happen and tell you when I'm done. Okay, they conceded after 2 minutes of looping. GG's. We'll see you in round 2. Okay, round 2 on the play versus Siri 80. This hand is fine. We have land, star, and then we have land Wellspring, and then we Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. We're kind of looking for a crop rotation or more Tron lands. If I found a Power Plant or mine, I could go land, Wellspring, and then Deadly Dispute off the Chromatic Star. Okay, we did find it. Play the Wellspring, draw a card. So Colony Garden, probably not amazing for us. Wellspring for the opponent. Let's go black, draw a card. Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. Finding another tower. Play the tower. Play the map. I will pass. We do have Scattershot in hand if our opponent is on Brood Scale. They have Duress, probably takes the Scattershot. So it seems to be a Brood Scale deck. I'll try not to tilt too much. The way that we can win is by having just so much life that they can't do anything about it. If we get to like 200 life, they will time out before they can accomplish anything. Gets rid of my Grim Search. It's very funky. Guess they feel like they have enough protection. Maybe they have Tamiyo's Safekeeping in hand. Plays Landscape. Cracks the Landscape immediately for a swamp. Passing the turn. So we'll go map for the Power Plant. Land. Play the Wellspring. Play Candy Trail. Check out my Scry. Another Inspector, huh? So bottom, top the Inspector. Play the Wellspring. Draw a card. Play the Inspector. Play the Energy Refractor. Draw a card. Your turn. So now we just need to chain and gain some advantage. Play Shambling Ghast. They could ping my Inspectors with the Shambling Ghast. Another Shambling Ghast. Okay. Let's draw a card. Finding crop rotation. So I'll go land, green, floating black, crop away the swamp, grabbing another tower, And then I'll cycle the Polluted Mire. Finding a bauble. Let's bauble back the Grim Search. The best way for us to win is to go off really quickly, and we need to just dig hard. We Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. Finding map. So I can go like map, bauble, play map, play bauble. Bauble back the Polluted Mire. Crack the map. Grab the Polluted Mire. We'll cycle it. Finding a swamp. Storm is 6. Because I just weather right now. Pass the turn. We have 33 cards left in our deck. They could easily win from hand now. So I guess on my upkeep I need to crack the map. Okay, they didn't do anything. Let's crack the map. We're going to get the Scry land, which should have been a Surveil land probably. I would probably recommend a Surveil land. I guess I top this. Play the Chromatic Star. Crack it for black. Draw a card. Play Star. Crack this one for green. Draw a card. We found a Rowan's Grim Search. I think I'm going to Grim Search away the Refractor. We find Refractor and a Grim Search. Any order. Play the Refractor, draw a card. Play Wellspring, draw a card. We have Crop Rotation. So I guess I make black here. Crop away the Grotto. Grabbing a Tron land. Grim Search away the Wellspring. Another Grim Search. Find Deadly Dispute, Candy Trail. Play the Candy Trail. Scry. Chromatic Star, Inspector. So I can bottom the Inspector, top the Star, draw the Star, play the Star. Then I have 4 mana, so I can go black, Deadly Dispute, dispute the Chromatic Star. Okay, drawing oh, we wanted to play the Candy Trail first so that the Wellspring Scry is good. Bottom, play the Wellspring. Finding the Erasure is good. And then we can just go green for Weather the Storm. Pass. Next turn, we probably can win because we can play the Jace's Erasure. I'll have enough mana. Then I can like either Teachings for the salvage or just Grim Search the Wellspring looking for the salvage and go off to kill them. We're at 82. Seems unlikely, but possible that they could win right now. If they're on Nadir's Nightblade, it's a lot of triggers. Plays the Brute Scale. I'm simply just going to F6. They adapt the Brute Scale. They have the Sadistic Glee. They're making infinite mana. I might walk away and come back and just see what happens. Got stuff that I can do. Plays the Nightblade. Okay, so they do have the combo, and I will just walk away from my machine and I'll tell you when it's done. They're at 22-18 and I'm at 82 life. Okay, our opponent used almost 10 minutes to combo, so we almost got there. Interesting to note they had Duress in hand, and then the full combo, everything going on, did not cast any card draw spells, just everything in the top 15. Pretty solid. Oh, they played 1 Wellspring. So the sideboard, we are bringing in the Fanged Marauders. We're cutting the Jace's Erasure, we're cutting the Weather the Storms. Bringing in the Scattershot, and all the Seal of Dooms. Can cut the Golem Foundry. Don't need the Teachings. We can cut 1 Inspector. So my win condition now is attacking with my Fanged Marauders and my Foundry Inspector. We're on the play. This looks pretty good. Keep. Mine into Trail. Find map and a Grim Search. We'll bottom, top the map. They go Shambling Gas turn 1. We'll play out the map and pass the turn. We just map for tower, play the Refractor. They don't have a Brood Scale, it looks like. Oh, they just had it. Sick. Okay, map. We grab our tower, play the tower, play the Refractor. See if our opponent can just turn 3 us. So we can, if they don't have the combo, if they do have the combo, I will be very sad because they just had it in their opener then. There's the Brood Scale. All right, they had it. So the PFP really needs to get their act together. We'll see you in round 3. Round 3 versus Evil Drake. Let's keep, I think they were on Brute Scale last time I faced them as well. Forest. Let's power plant into a candy trail. Looking for mine, map, color sources. I will bottom both of these. Cycle's a troll, so they're likely on Dredge. Or just, yeah, they're on Dredge. They exhume the troll. We have a map. Play the map out. Play the tower. This is a 4-turn clock. But if they add more creatures, it's going to increase the clock a lot. So I'll put us to 12 or 14. Then they'll put us to like 7. So I have to, I guess I just map for mine, draw a card off the Wellspring, looking for a colored source so I can go like Deadly Dispute the Wellspring, Weathered Storm. Take it in, we found the colored source. So I map, grab the mine, play the mine, lay out the Wellspring, draw a card. So I'm not super worried about the damage race from the Troll of Khazad-dûm, but maybe I should be. They play a Satyr Wayfinder. I'm still tilted over the Brute Scale matchup. That's really stuck in my head right now. So angry. The Pauper format panel had one job. Okay, crack for black. Draw a card. Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. Draw some more cards. We'll draw off the Candy Trail. Land. Play a map. Make a black. Deadly Dispute the map. Find a black. Not amazing. Alright, well, we still have to weather the storm here. Pass the turn. I guess we get rid of the teachings. Unfortunately, we have no colored sources. If we can get a salvage going, get the Candy Trail back. We have a little bit too much sack draw going on, but we can cast the Grim Search off the swamp, so that at least we have that going for us. Okay, Dread Return to the Graveyard. No, oh, they do have the Lawless Giant for 4, 5, 6, 7, or 6. It'd be 6 damage right now if they Lawless. They Dread Return the Giant. Gets back a swamp, Wooden Ridgeline, okay. They get in for 6. I think that the Pauper format would be fun and awesome if they PFP could just get rid of the stupid stuff that exists, but it seems that they just don't give a crud. Let's go Grim Search, play Foundry Inspector, play the Wellspring. I don't think I have a shot here. I could draw into, there's another Wellspring. Okay, Candy Trail, that keeps me alive. We'll bottom and bottom. Draw a card. Go to 14 life. Found Weather the Storm. Next turn I have Disputes, so I probably can weather a decent amount next turn. Oh, okay. So I just block the Giant, I go to 2. Their Exhumes get turned off. Block. I'll go to 2. This is 18 damage. So that's a storm of 9. Find a power plant. We're first going to Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. Storm's 1. Okay. Double weather. So now we can Frantic Salvage. Get back everything. We'll put the Wellsprings on the bottom. Wellspring, Wellspring, Trail, Trail, Star, Inspector. Play the Inspector. And then we go Star, Star, crack this for black. Storm is 5. Deadly Dispute on the Wellspring. Draw a bunch of cards. We only have, now we have 4 mana exactly. Play the plant. Play the Star. Crack for green. Drew the other Wellspring. So now I can use this Scry as a value card. Both of these cards are good because I can just play through them. Extra Storm. Make a green. Draw a card. Play the Star. Make a green. Draw a card. Play the Bauble. Play the Candy Trail. So I'll bottom both of these. And then bobble back the Weather the Storm. And then just go Weather the Storm into Weather the Storm. Okay. That was a decent chunk. Right now they have 18 damage to turn, and we're at like 60 some odd, maybe 70? 77. Okay, I'm back in the game. Not bobbling back my frantic salvage may have been a mistake. They choose no cards off the Wayfinder. Another lot in the graveyard. They're continuing to go big. They put some more stuff in the graveyard. I'm just so upset. I can't believe I can't get over it whatsoever. Lay off. I can't believe it. I'm just here just so fuming all the time. They get in for 18. Yeah, we take 18. 59. Stinkweed Imp comes down. Lotless still in the graveyard. They still have the Dread Return. They could just Dread Return the Lawless Giant right now. Maybe they want to have more going on for them. No, they bring it back. Okay, so we play the Tower. Play a Wellspring. Draw a card. And another Wellspring. Then we just Grim Search the Wellspring. We're looking for Weather the Storm. We're looking for another Inspector. We found Inspector. They're at 24 in Library. I think I take the Erasure, but maybe that's too sketchy. I'll take the Bauble for the moment. Okay, so now we can storm a bit. We play the Inspector for 2 mana. Play Bauble. We return the Salvage. We find Scattershot. So Refractor, draw a card. So Scatter for 10 odd, another Refractor, and a Bauble, and a Candy Trail. Let's see what's on top. We'll bottom the Power Plant, top the Grim Search, Bauble back a Weather, hoping that they don't have any ways to interact with that. Let's go black, Grim Search. We have 5 mana left over. Okay. Crack the Wellspring. Finding a map. So I do like the crop rotation. I like the Candy Trail. And then I crop rotation for green. Any towers in there? Doesn't look like it. Crop away the black land. Grabbing the tower. So I have 6 mana again. Play the Candy Trail. I think I bottom the Inspector. Off the Bauble. We can draw the Bauble. And then play Bauble for Bauble in the graveyard. Draw a card. Finding a mine. So let's play map. Go red. And just Scattershot. Kill this one. Same targets. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The rest here. So they're down to 1 creature. They once again have a Lawless in the graveyard. We attack in. They mill away. So we need to probably Teachings. I'm not sure. Scrapwork Mutt comes back. 2 Dread Returns are gone. Dread Return to the graveyard. Milling End Dread Return, Gnaw of the Bone, Generous, and Haunted Mire. We only have 10 cards left in our library. I'm pretty close to having the combo win. They have 20 cards in their library. So if they can like double Dread Return, it'd be pretty bad. Plays a Stinkweed Imp. They have 1, 2 Dread Returns in the graveyard. So we have to block. Block here. I'll take 2, going to 43. Do they have any... Okay, they don't have any Acorn Harvests. They Dread Return the Lawless Giant for 21. We go to 22. Scrapwork Mutt goes away. We find the Weather. So I could... Let's see. I can Teachings and then grab the Salvage. Do I have enough to do that? 7 mana. Okay. Make black. Teachings. Get the Salvage. And then make 5 mana. Salvage back everything we can. Star, Wellspring, Star, 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 Wellspring, Bauble, Bauble, Wellspring, Bauble, Inspector. We're not taking the Trail because I don't want to have to pay the 2 to draw off of it. So done. I'm going to pay the 2 to draw off one of these. Is that all 4? They have 1 Dread Return left. So we will just go Wellsprings on the bottom. And then spam click up here because we want the Inspector on top. Draw. And then I'll just play the Inspector. lay out a mine, tap it, going to yield through this turn now, bobble back the salvage, bobble back the erasure, go bobble for the bobble again. Since we have the weather in hand, we just play out the weather for green, or star for green, star for black, and then I guess we star for black and green, just back and forth. Black again, star again, storm is 10, make green. So my life gain storm deck seems pretty good. We're able to stall, luckily, just a little teeny bit. Wellspring again. Wellspring again. Drawing some more cards. Storm is 13. Refractor. 9 cards left in library. Find a power plant. So let's just draw off this candy trail. Finding a map. Let's play the map. And gain 16 times 3. Pass the turn. I'm not going to attack. Our opponent returns a Stinkweed Imp, dredging a bit. They can only dredge return one more time. I could even just like double block here. Oh, they played another Loth Giant from hand. I double block. The next turn they can't dredge return. I'm not going to do it. Okay, so first things first. Let's map the last land. Okay. Play. Let's draw off the candy trail. Double bobble. Let's bobble and bobble. Then grotto. Prevailing would be better here. Let's bottom this, because I could have put that in the graveyard. So we will bobble back the bobble and the other bobble. Finding the salvage. Okay, refractor. Draw a card. There's the erasure. We go blue. Erasure. And then that should be the ball game. I don't even play baseball. Let's frantic salvage everything back. Okay. And we win. Easy. It was tight there for a little while. So we want to bring in the Fangrid Marauders. And we want the Nile Spellbombs. So I kind of want to be a life gain pile. Don't think Scattershot's really where I want to be. Don't need the teachings. They're an Ancient Grudge graveyard-based deck. I do need a combo to win eventually. Let's cut one Inspector. They might also have Bajuka Bogs. I think we can trim on a Refractor. And I'll trim on one crop. Okay, so here we have Land Tower Keep. So this is like a turn 4 Tron situation. They play a Forest. Find a Refractor. Let's Grotto. Looking for another. Okay, I guess I take the Expedition map. Play the map and pass. So we're looking at turn 4 Tron. They're looking at turn 2 Troll on the board. Plays the Swamp. Here comes the Troll. They're doing the thing. We map for the Mine. They play Circle of the Land Druid, so they have 7 power on the table now. Mills Forest, Mutt, Exhume, and Wayfinder. Getting in for 6. Finding another mine, Stinky. Let's play the map. And grab the power plant. I guess they could Ancient Grudge my Refractor, which would be not very fun. They also could be playing Mesmeric Fiends. They cycle a Generous End for a Forest. Plays Prowler, and finds Ray of Revelation, Haunted Mire, Prowler. So they're more worried about the Ray of Jace's Erasure than anything. They currently have 9 power on the table. We play the power plant. Play Refractor. Draw a card. Salvage. Let's play Chromatic Star. Sack it for green. Play Bauble. Just bobble back nothing. Play an Expedition map. And cast a Weather Storm. Gaining 15. Still looking pretty sketchy right now. I need to find a Fangrid Marauder in order to stay alive. The turn 2 Troll. It's pretty strong. I get in for 9. We'll go to 19. 13. Plays a Circle. We're close to just dying. Double Ancient Grudge in the graveyard. Let's try Bauble. And return the Weather the Storm. Okay, Ichor Wellspring's pretty decent. Draw a card. Crack the map. Finding the tower. Play tower. Play another map. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Pass. They're getting in. We take 10. Go to 3. Grim Search puts me to 1. If they find a Lotleth Giant, I'm dead. So the best for me here would probably be Fangren Marauder plus Nile Spellbomb. So I could go Marauder, Nile Spellbomb, crack the Spellbomb. We play Stinkweed Imp. So they now have 6, 11 damage on the table. Then I guess they could use the Dread Return on something. I could also probably gain a decent amount of life if I find Weather the Storm. They're Dread Returning the Scrapwork Mutt. Getting back Haunted Mire and Forest. Haunted Mire and Haunted Mire? Woodland Druid, Woodland Ridgeline and Haunted Mire. Mutt comes back. Mill's a giant. But no Dread Return now. And okay. They couldn't close. But I don't know if we can win. They play a land. Let's Grim Search. Crack the Wellspring. See a ton of cards. Find the Nile Spellbomb. Then I guess I'm not going to take the rest. I guess I could keep the Chromatic Star. But we're just going to draw. We go to 1 life. Not good. Let's play the Wellspring, I guess. Draw a card. Finding a Deadly Dispute. Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. There's Weather. Okay. So now we can Inspector, Spellbomb, this. See what's on top. Dispute Wellspring. Okay. Top and top. Make black. Spellbomb you. And that gets rid of a troll and double Ancient Grudge. Then we play out the Wellspring and draw a card. Then we have exactly enough to go land, make black. By the skin of my teeth, I can Deadly Dispute this Wellspring. I'll have exactly colorless and green. Find a crop rotation. So now I can just make green, crop rotation, wait, cancel. Crop rotation this grotto. Okay, no tower, so we just get a power plant, 3 mana, and gain 27 life. Then we can get back the Nile Spellbomb with the salvage and everything. We still have grotto if they manage to kill my refractor with 28 life. A Prowler, putting an Ancient Grudge in the graveyard. So if they kill my Foundry Inspector with the Ancient Grudge, then we can just get it back on upkeep. They go after the Inspector. So what we do is, on upkeep, we frantic salvage everything back, and then we'll draw the Weather, or the Foundry Inspector, plus 1 other card. Make white. Salvage. Okay. Get everything back. Put the Spellbomb on the close to the bottom. I probably want to Grim Search. I don't know. Okay, draw, play tower into Inspector, play the bauble. Now we can bauble back to salvage, draw a card, draw another card with the Canny Trail. So that'll draw us through the Spellbomb. We can play a bunch of baubles, bobbling back baubles, gain a bunch of life. This is very silly. Play the Chromatic Stars. We're gonna crack it for green and black. I'm floating a bunch of mana as well. And black here. Draw a card. Play the Wellspring, draw a card. Spellbomb. Wellspring again. Draw some cards. Draw a Wellspring. Okay. Currently don't have enough to weather unless I don't use the Grim Search. Let's play Refractor. Draw another Spellbomb. We'll Spellbomb you and draw a card, and then weather. Okay, we found a Chromatic Star as well. So here's a weather. Pass. Okay, they play a land. They can get in for a bunch of damage. I'll just block the Prowler, since I have the ability to not have my Foundry Inspector die there. They play a circle, milling themselves. Mills Exhume, and Scrapwork Mutt, and Troll. So they could now Scrapwork Mutt, discarding a card from hand. They play a Stinkweed Imp instead. Okay, I'll draw. Start off with the Candy Trail to set up the draw off the Grim Search. Okay, all these are great. Top, top. I'll just go black. And then Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. So now I basically can't die. We'll play out the Fangren Marauder here because I have 7 mana into 6 mana. Marauder, play the Power Plant, play the Bauble. Bauble back up Bauble. Gaining a million billion life. So we have to always yes, always yield there. Another Deadly Dispute, and we win. All right. So we're 2-1. We got dumpstered by Brood Scale. I'm still mad. I'm going to go ahead and take a break here. We'll come back later for the rest of the recording, but I'm going to go touch grass. So I'll probably be wearing a different shirt. We'll see you in the next match. And we're back. We're here for match 4. Pretty solid hand. Let's keep it. Let's see what we're up against now. Vault of Whispers. Blood Fountain. Okay. Generally means something a little bit more mid-rangey. We're going to start with Candy Trail. Tower's awesome, so I guess we just keep all this. And pass the turn. We know we want to draw. We're drawing the tower. We want to draw the Candy Trail, so we can just play the Refractor this turn. Opponent refurbished. Luckily, I can just ditch the power plant here. Definitely pretty nice. They draw 2 cards. Affinity is a matchup I'm happy to see, actually. Other than the fact that they generally have some number of spell bombs in the main deck. We play the Refractor and pass. The Candy Trail could be a thing we discard to another refurbished. Mirror Enforcer for the opponent. That's a pretty quick clock. They're getting in for 2, putting us to 18. All right. We find a Deadly Dispute. Let's start with Candy Trail and just see what's up. You can draw 6, draw 2 cards and gain 6 life here. They're pausing, so does that mean they have Metallic Rebuke? If that's the case, like, kind of funky. I think I bottom the star and top the Grim Search. Just draw a card. Play a star. Play the Bauble. And draw a card. I'm at 24. I have an Expedition map on top. That means next turn I go map, grab a tower. I'll still have just 7 mana available, but I'll have more lands for the next turn. Kenku, okay. So we'll go to 15. It's quite a clock. We found the weather. So play the map. Trying to build up a storm count. Crack the map. Grab the tower here. Play the tower. We'll go black. And Deadly Dispute on the Chromatic Star. So we draw a card. Mine's not great, but it's fine. Let's bobble back the Deadly Dispute for the moment. We find a Deadly Dispute so we can go map, make black, Deadly Dispute the map. Storm is 4. And we find another Deadly Dispute, but I'm just going to go ahead and cast Weather Storm. Gaining 15. Right now they have 10 power though, so it's a 3-turn clock. They play Mistvault Bridge with 3 cards in hand. Getting in for 10. We'll go to 20. Looks to be some sort of Deadly Dispute maybe. Red, black. They are going to cast Deadly Dispute. They sacrifice the blood token, make a treasure. No, they sacrifice the Blood Fountain. Okay, so they don't think that I'm going to be able to wipe their board, which is not necessarily true. We'll make black. And a hard cast a Grim Search. Draw 2 cards. Finding a Frantic Salvage. Let's play land. Cycle the Mire. Play Refractor. Draw a card. They paused again. Maybe they do have a an effect. Counterspell of some kind. We draw off the Wellspring. Finding a map. Okay, so Storm is 4. I'll pass the turn. We're going to be taking another 10 going to 8, which means that we'll be dead to double Galvanic. They're going to blood token away a Vault of Whispers. We can dig pretty hard this turn. Deadly Dispute into Grim Search, looking for another Weather Storm. They get in for a large amount. 10, putting us to 8. But I guess they still have 2 red open. So let's see if they're gifted with the Shuffler. And they get that double Galvanic in hand. We go to 8. Galvanic, Galvanic, okay. Blessed. Hashtag blessed. They got me. So we're bringing in the Fang and Marauders. Cutting on Foundry Inspector Scattershot. Bringing the Ancient Grudge. And then I guess a Claim. Cutting the Teachings. Usually I would cut a crop rotation here. That's probably fine. Supposedly we're facing a mid-range deck, right? Let's submit. Certainly looked like an aggro deck there, but it was turn 6. I guess I wonder if I can cut the crop rotations entirely and go back up on all 3 Founder Inspectors. I think that's going to be my plan. Okay, we got dumpstered in game 1. Our opponent had it. And game 2, we have it, I guess. Let's keep. Mine, Chromatic Star. Hopefully they play a Mirrodin land that we can just destroy right away. That would be fun. We can also go Crystal Grotto and blow up their land, getting the Scry, and then look for turn 4 Tron plus a colored source. We'll play the Mine and the Chromatic Star and pass. They play a Bridge. We find Tower. Let's just go Power Plant and cycle the Polluted Mire right away. Okay, Refractor means I really don't want to play the Grotto out, but our opponent does have the Vault of Whispers for me to blow up. Refurbish Familiar, I'll discard the Grotto. I'll go land, draw a card. Okay. Find Deadly Dispute, I like that. So let's use the black mana to Deadly Dispute the Chromatic Star, which draws me 3 cards. Sort of like cashing in the Chromatic Star. Okay, another Refractor is decent, but Expedition Map is not very good. Let's just blow up your land. Taking them off of black mana can be decent. Let's see. We already have Polluted Mire in the graveyard, so I'm not sure if they play Munitions out. I wonder if I should map for a land first, just to get it out of the deck. I think I am going to do that. Okay, let's map for the tower. Play the tower. Then we can scry with the Canny Trail, setting up the draw from the Energy Refractor. And then gain life. Okay, double Wellspring. Okay. So we're just going to jam a couple of cantrips here. Refractor into Wellspring into another Wellspring. We're at 41 cards left in deck. We drew a land, so I'm kind of flooded. Our opponent doesn't have black lands right now. If I draw the Grudge, I'll go after the Seat of Synod. Okay, they're getting in for 2. Is that it? And they pass. That's awesome. Play the tower. Make black here off of this. That way I don't have to click the mana. We'll bargain away the Wellspring. So we get to draw 1 and then do our big Surveil. Let's take Chromatic Star, and then make green. Play the Fang and Marauder. Play Chromatic Star, and they scoop. Ha! Got him. Taking them off black was really important there, actually. Let's try it again. So here, with so much time left on the clock, we could cut the Erasure and then bring in something else and just try to go for the Destroy All Your Stuff plan. But they could actually just Kenku us out of the game and block the Marauder, so that's probably not a great idea. Also, the MTG bot does not work very well when you're playing on multiple days. So it says 0-0, but we are 2-1. So here we have Canny Trail, Scry, into Wellspring, no matter what, with an additional Scry. Another third land would give me Deadly Dispute on the Wellspring into the Weatherstorm. Foundry Inspector in hand is pretty good. Our opponent's on the play though, so they could just go for the fast refurb on turn 2, where we'd have to discard probably the Weather the Storm. Okay, we'll keep our 7. Our opponent also kept 7. Vault of Whispers, nothing. Let's play Canny Trail. So we find a Mine and a Wellspring. Do I want another Wellspring? I think I bottom that and top the Mine. Pass the turn. We could discard the Erasure here. A little bit of a risk. They don't do anything. So let's play the Wellspring. Next turn we have Deadly Dispute on it. Okay, we drew a Refractor. That means if I draw a Power Plant, I don't have to play the Grotto out. But I did take out the crops from the deck. They play a Thoughtcast for a hardcast 2 mana. There's the refurb. I'm going to take a risk and discard the Erasure. Grotto and Scry. Bobble, okay. So we will go black, and then Deadly Dispute the Wellspring, and then play the Bauble out. This way, if they play a Spell Bomb, we can just get back the Erasure. They play Mist Vault Bridge. Mirror Enforcer is pretty scary. Mirror Enforcer again. Okay. Another Mirror Enforcer. What a boss. Absolute animal over there. 14 power. Alright, let's see. I'll play Foundry Inspector. Play Candy Trail. I'm looking for the power plant. I'm gonna bottom both of these. Bobble back the Erasure. Finding a tower. Play tower. Play Refractor. Draw a card. Finding a Wellspring. So I have basically like 2 draws. So this is 14 damage. So I'm dead to Galvanic, but I don't know, I can't risk it. I just have to say, please don't have Galvanic and Triple Enforcer. They Deadly Dispute a land looking for the Galvanic Blast. They found a Vault of Whispers. Deadly Dispute again looking for the Galvanic. Deadly Disputing their land away, which is a surprise. Does that, I mean, I would have just Deadly Disputed the Refurb probably. So you can get it back later. Another Deadly Dispute. Wow. What an animal. What a draw over there. Really awesome. They found Krark Clan Shaman. So are you going to sacrifice? What? Okay, so they dang. So we really have to draw into the power plant right now. Sacrificing all their lands. I'll play Wellspring. I can gain 6 life, but it's not enough because I'm at 4. Draw. Wow, okay, they crushed me. Sometimes you get a triple enforcered. Jeez. Let's go to round 5. Okay, we're gonna bounce back. We're gonna get our chest. We're gonna get our money back. We are here in round 5 on the draw though. And I can get it done. Okay, we don't have enough land, so we're gonna mulligan. Okay, so we have turn 3 Tron. Jace's Erasure is the easy bottom here. Alright, let's see if we can survive. Island into Fairy Seer. That's a little yucky, but we do have Scattershot in the main deck. Sideboard wise, we want to be bringing in Fangren Marauder and Golem Foundry. Let's go Power Plant and Map. Opponent with the Island, turn 2. Likely Ninjas here. There's been a very, very large uptick in Mono Blue since Skora did well. What do they got post board? They might have screwed up the Ninja, I'm not sure. Yeah, okay, that's unfortunate. And we're gonna get our Tron. Getting the mine. Tron online. Brine Bearer Intruder, flashing it in. That's okay. Oh, that gives them human and a non-human for of 1 mine, only costing 1 mana. They didn't make a land drop. They get in. Let's see if they have a Ninja. Okay, they are going to Ninja. It's Moon Circuit Hacker picking up the Fairy Seer, so it's 3 damage a turn. So we want a Candy Trail into the Wellspring, hopefully finding a colored source. Okay, here, Foundry Inspector is really good. Play the Inspector. This gives me a lot of power into this draw. Candy Trail. We're gonna scry. I think I'm bottoming both of these. Weather the Storm's not really where I want to be right now, so let's actually Candy Trail again. Another trail. I'll bottom and I guess top this one. Play the Wellspring for 1 mana. We draw a card. Candy Trail again. I will bottom. I guess I top the Swamp. That way I can cast a Deadly Dispute. Let's just draw a card. Pass the turn. Although the Deadly Dispute is going to be hard to cast, right? Here we will block the Brine Bearer with the Founder Inspector. Moon Circuit Hacker. It's like not the worst for them to be getting in with that. I'd rather keep my mana for the moment. If they Ninja this Ninja, then it could be a problem. But it gives them card filtering. But it doesn't actually give them card advantage. So it's less problematic than specifically the Ninja the Deep Hours. They discard a Miscreant. Last time somebody discarded a Miscreant, they just drew another Miscreant and then didn't get the value. Plays a Fairy Seer, and how will they scry? See if they like, okay, they go top, bottom. Do they have another draw spell? They don't. So we can, I guess, play the Grotto here for the scry value. Do you want the Refractor? We can Deadly Dispute the Wellspring. Drawing a card. If they have a Dispel, we could get got. Okay, we draw some cards. So we'll go green, crop this, grab a tower. We'll go map and play the Refractor out. Storm is 4. Refractor resolves. They didn't have a Spell Pierce or anything. Let's play Chromatic Star. Crack the star for black. Find the weather. Let's now Grim Search, sacrificing the Expedition map. We can weather, if we find the Scatter Shot, we can Scatter Shot. I'll just take Deadly Dispute, Grim Search, any order, and then cast the Weather Storm. Okay, your turn. Gaining 21 life. I assume that they're going to find a land this turn, though, and be able to hold up this Spell Stutter. We will be able to draw 2 cards off the Candy Trails, hoping to draw into some number of artifacts to sacrifice to the Grim Search and Deadly Dispute and stuff. They found an of 1 mine on top. Now they find their 3rd land. 8 cards in hand. Snap on the Foundry Inspector. Okay. So they have a counterspell. They just hacker. What do they discard? They draw up to 8, so now that means they're looting. Discards a Snare Master Sprite. Feels like they want to counterspell this Foundry Inspector. Play Grotto again. Mine on the bottom. Let's draw a card off the Candy Trail. Play out the Foundry Inspector. Here's the counterspell we were expecting, I assume. No. Yes? No? Counterspell. Okay. Play Chromatic Star. Then I will Deadly Dispute it. So that draws me another 3 cards. Getting no Spell Stutter out right now is good. I should have cropped right there. I messed up. So let's go green, crop this, grab another tower, play out the Wellspring, draw a card again, and we'll go green, Weather the Storm again. So another 21 life. They have 3 counter spells left in their deck. Probably a large number of Spell Pierce that are maybe not that great at the moment for them. But we have to not get got by Spell Stutter. Fairy Seer for the opponent. Goes bottom, bottom. Still digging for lands. Gets in for 4. We're at a healthy life total. We go to 52. And they discard a Brine Bear or Intruder. That makes sense. So I assume if I play the Refractor, that they will counterspell it with a Spell Stutter. They didn't. Let's play Foundry Inspector. Maybe they want to counterspell that. There's the Spell Stutter. So now I'm heavily digging. I should have maybe done that. I would have had enough mana if I did it right then. I'm really trying to dig for my Scatter Shot. And I could have found it there and had the mana to pay for it. I didn't think I had the extra mana. With Grim Search. Scatter Shot to clear the board is very important here. I have 6 mana. Whatever. I'll just take Candy Trail Wellspring. A little bit of lag going on. Okay. We'll play the Candy Trail. Star Bauble. I'm going to bottom both of these. And play out the Wellspring. Finding a Deadly Dispute's great. So I'll just Deadly Dispute here. That allows me to draw 3 cards without having to play through the Spell Stutter. We basically whiff. Okay, I think I'm going to play the map and then crack the map on my upkeep. So now I just need to hold off until I can find the Scatter Shot and then a lot of spells, so I can go spell, 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 kill your board. We have 1 Bauble in the graveyard, and do we still have the Cycle Land? It looks like it. I'll fetch that out on upkeep. Mostly to thin the deck, even though I did a bunch of bottoming. They're gonna Ninja back the Spell Stutter. Okay. The value is just absurd. They could have also gone Ninja the Ninja, Ninja the Spell Stutter, and drawn 2 cards, potentially drawing another land to have open lands for the Spell Stutter. They discarded Spell Pierce. Yeah, that may have been what I would have done. Cast of One Mind. 7 cards in hand. Okay. Let's crack the map. This lets us draw 3 cards here. If I do have the Polluted Mire. Okay, we draw. Frantic Salvage. So they can only counterspell that. Let's cycle. If we find anything that would get So we have Deadly Dispute, right? Okay. Let's go black. Does this make sense? If I Deadly Dispute right now, they Spell Stutter it, and then I can Frantic Salvage, but I'm not really getting anywhere. I just put Foundry Inspectors into play. I guess I can pretty much play out my entire library, or all the things in the graveyard. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Deadly Dispute the Refractor. They just let it happen. Okay. We'll play the Bauble. Return a Bauble, I guess. Because we might have to force through counterspells later on. And I'll draw a card. Okay, we found the Scattershot. Let's draw a card again. Play the Bauble. Bauble, returning the Bauble. So it seems like at this point what I want to do is just scatter them. Red. And they can choose to save one of their creatures with the Spell Stutter. We're going to go after both ninjas and both fairies. Storm is only 4. Or it was 3, and then we cast the Scattershot. Hopefully this makes them have to rebuild a little bit. They didn't even play the Spell Stutter. That's sort of surprising. Flashes in a Brine Barrow. They've got 5 mana available. They've used 1 counterspell. Do you have more ninjas? The big ninja. They draw a card. Holding up the Spell Stutter sprite. So I think I'm going to pass. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of my dispute effects. So on their turn, on their end step, I'm going to Teachings for a dispute, then Teachings for the other dispute. They play a Brine Barrow. Then I can try to just like dispute the treasure token to draw cards. Plays an island. Goes up to 7 cards in hand, putting me to 42. Okay. I'll take it. Another ninja. Not what I was looking for. Okay. So they're going to go up to 8 cards in hand. I wonder if they play out the Brine Barrow then. Just to not have to discard. Holding a bajillion counterspells. Let's cast Teachings. Okay, so I just have the Grim Search here. Then I'll go black. Grim Search away the treasure token. Okay, found Wellspring, Chromatic Star. Should I actually take the Foundry Inspector? Oh, I can't undo. My bad. Alright, we're at 39. Do I have any lands left? Let's go map. Crack the map. No lands left. We have Star, Bauble, 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 Erasure. Okay. So we'll play out the Wellspring. I wonder if I can actually make it happen this turn. Draw a Bauble. Okay. This can help me force, like, wreck their, Okay, they play a Spell Stutter. They gotta get that Spell Stutter value going, otherwise they can't. They'll feel terrible. I'm going to crack this for white. Play blue. We'll go Erasure. They just don't do anything. That's unfortunate. Okay, I guess I'm afraid that they have Counterspell in hand. If they do have Counterspell, I don't think I can win. That stinks. I'll pass the turn. They Fairy Seer to scry. They're gonna draw up to 7. Getting in. No ninja. They draw 2 more. Getting kind of hammered here. If I'd had the Golem Founder instead of the Erasure, it would have been a little bit better. Okay, I will try to play the Bauble. I don't know. I messed up. I thought I had more things I could put back. Just try to get everything back, and I died to a Counterspell. And if it's the case that I was going to die to a Counterspell, I should have just played it out before. I'm ready to concede. Okay. Balls. Okay, so we want the Scattershot. We want the Fangren Marauders. Erasure can get gone. And then Golem Founder's pretty good. I think I just want more breath weapons. So I think I can get rid of the Weather the Storms. 1 Golem Foundry, get rid of 1 Inspector. I'm hoping to wipe their board and just attack them with the Fang and Marauders, to be honest. Okay, we're on the play. I like this. We'll keep it. We'll go land, star, hopefully resolve the Refractor. And then we can Breath Weapon them. Our opponent plays Island. So I'll play my Refractor. I assume they have an Annul or Spell Pierce. Okay. Plays another Island. We just whiff on lands. Darn. Now they can flash in a creature. They don't. Plays an Island. Plays Miscreant. Let's crack for red. Play Chromatic Star. Resolves. Okay. Pass. My opponent is doing a good job reading what I need, because I need this map to resolve. Plays another Miscreant. Gross, but I guess it happens. Gets in. So if we can draw a mine right now, we can go Expedition Map into Scattershot you. Find a power plant. Play the power plant. If you control another creature named Fairy Miscreant, okay. They go land, Fairy Miscreant. So I'm going to let that resolve. Then I'm going to go make red, draw a card, and then cast Scattershot, targeting Miscreant Hacker. So hopefully I take away their attackers. It also stops them from drawing a card off the Miscreant if the Scattershot resolves. They snap back the Ninja. They let the Miscreant die. They counterspell. So they get to draw a card. And they're going to get in and Ninja. Okay, and then if they have an Annul here, we just probably die because... let's try the map. Do you have an Annul? Oh, what a horrible, horrible way to end the match. Let's, I guess, try Refractor. That sucked. Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to stay positive. Opponent gets to draw more cards. I seem to just be getting hammered. They flip their Hacker. Then they can flip the Miscreant with another Hacker and then replay the Miscreant, drawing 3 cards this turn, which is epic for them. Feels like a combo, that's for sure. Miscreant again. I wonder how many Nulls they're playing. Probably at least 4. The Affinity metagame. Cast of 1 Mind, looking for another land so they can hold up Spell Stutter Sprite. They don't. What do I even do? I'll try to cast Foundry Inspector. They don't have the Annul this time. It's probably just a Spell Pierce, huh? Go Candy Trail. So I have a Crop Rotation Refractor. I'm just going to pack it up. I got hammered. You got me. GG. Well, it looks like our Eggs Tron deck, I felt like it was pretty well positioned, but things like Mono Blue definitely hammered me. So hopefully it was an interesting experience, and we'll see you in the next video.